this video, one is to look at how you should prepare towards your interview in order to look bold or more confident in any interview at all. Hello, my name is Godwin. You're welcome to the channel. By the time you watch this video to the end, you will learn one or two techniques that will help you to look more confident in your interview and stand out among other applicants. And I also have some bonus tips at the end of the video. Interviews could be very stressful, most especially when you fully prepare for the interview and on the day of the interview you don't have the energy, the drive to perform at an optimal level. So let's look at some of the strategies.
1. Prepare and rehearse adequately for the interview. You probably heard of the phrase, proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you properly plan and prepare for your interview, the chances of you performing poorly during the interview is slim. So in order to increase your chances of performing and standing out of the lodge, you really want to put in some effort, time, energy into your preparation towards your interview. So what do you need to do? Well, you are probably doing some of this thing already. That is about researching about the institution, if it is college or universities. Look at their history, their mission, vision. Same applies to any company. If it's the job offer you are looking for, look at the history of the company and what they stand for. Do a little bit of research about the composition of the panel, the possible questions that they could ask you during your interviews. If you adequately prepare towards your interviews, that's gonna boost your confidence level. And having said that, you should also keep it in mind that you can do all the preparation in the world. If you are not a good listener during your interviews, you are going to fail a big time. Keep in mind to be a good listener during your interviews. Try to understand the questions you are being asked and give your best shots at each of them. Always keep your answers simple and in a clear language so that the panel can follow your train of thought in a logical, coherent manner. And do not forget to rehearse your responses for top likely questions over and over until you are happy with your result. Because if you don't put yourself in the interview atmosphere during your preparation period, if you get into the real interview, you are going to find it very difficult. If you surely prepare well and rehearse over and over, you can imagine just small things you started to do that will have great impact in your performance during the interview. If you are the only person doing the simple things that others find difficult to do, that's what's going to make you stand out among other applicants. Moving away from that, you need to remember your worth or your value. To be honest with you, on the day of your interview, you are going to meet a lot of people who you think they are overqualified than you, especially if you are from most disadvantaged background. When you have the opportunity to attend interview with other applicants for cities or well-to-do communities and all that, you begin to feel inferior to them because you think you are worthless or you are of no value. That can affect your confidence levels and performance as well. Take note that you are probably qualified to be selected. That is why you are shortlisted for the interview in the first place. You won't be invited if you are not a potential candidate for selection. In interviews where you are competing with potential equally qualified applicants, one needs to look confident to stand out. Make every moment count and excel. Come out of that interview with your chest high, knowing you've given out your best. The next point I have here is you need to master the top interview questions. Having ideas about some of the likely questions that could be asked during interview can help in easing your nerves. How will you feel when you sit for your final exam and all the questions come from areas you've adequately prepared for? That will be a dream come true, isn't it? As you prepare for the top interview question, be prepared for some random questions as well. And be honest, if you have no clue about the answers, the panel don't expect you to be a walking encyclopedia or a Google search engine. I don't think you yourself you want to be that. If you are to know everything under this sun, then there's no need for you to even appear before the panel. Don't just wake up one day, dress, prepare and go, and they've called you as the next applicant or candidate, then they are asking you questions, and now that you are thinking about how to answer some of these questions, especially when the panel expects you to at least be on top of those questions. Another point I need to also stress is you need to improve your appearance and posture. It's very crucial because people can be judgmental and opinions are subjective. People are seeing you for the first time, they don't know you from anywhere, but they can form judgment about you based on what you are wearing. You want to prepare yourself, put yourself in a situation that will prevent those kind of judgments that could indirectly affect your chances of being selected. Because in some interviews, marks are awarded for appearance. In the interview room, try and put up a smiling face. If you are not someone who is used to that, fake it until it becomes real. And also try to make some good eye contact, look into their faces even if you are scared. The next point I have here is visualize yourself passing the interview. Seeing yourself perform tremendously throughout the interview and you are among the few selected. Imagining your success before it materializes will surely boost your confidence level and help you give out your best in the interview. Always think positively that your interview will go well. You will be one of the few selected. In trying to do this, it will surely boost your confidence level. Another point I have here is you need to work on your nerves. Do all the preparation. If you're unable to work on your nerves, you'll be embarrassed during the interview. Get into the habit of practicing deep breathing exercise and you'll see some good results as your nerves will be calmed down. You're already doing some of these things, but sometimes you forget to do it when the mission is critical, where you need it the most. So get into the habit of doing deep breathing exercise so that it becomes part and parcel of you, because too much anxiety can ruin your interview. Preventing it from happening should be your priority. My final thoughts: ask yourself, what are some of the things you do when you are nervous? The chances are those things could show you are less confident. It will be helpful to identify them and work on each of them before your interview. Some of the examples of those things I have here is: 1. When you are nervous, you begin to speak fast, making it difficult for others to understand you. You begin to fidget with your hands and also experience thought blank. The following are some of the ways to resolve some of these things. Make sure you have a recorder or use your mobile phone to record yourself answering interview questions. You can ask your friends to be your panel and they should be tough on you as well. Remember, the harder the training, the easier the battle becomes. In the absence of friends or family, practice in front of a mirror to watch your demeanor, mannerisms, and those that are good, you keep them. Those that you are not happy about them, fix them, and you're on your way to success. And the next thing, slow down your speaking if you realize your speed is going overboard.
If you have not yet subscribe and share this information to others who may benefit from it. If you have any suggestion, any question, let me know in the comments.